It's me, Brandon. We are here for one card a day, every day. It is Monday. I know. Oh, boo. Sad. But I take the day off today because of reasons, and so it's not that horrible. Oh, my little guy, he fell over. You with your falling over. Ah. Okay, it's fine. I'm normal. We're okay. We're gonna go ahead and pull from the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle cards. I'm not normal. You guys know this, but that's fine. We're gonna be doing this thing first because I have it. Okay. Spirits in the Room gives an amazing card from the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle cards. I love this deck, by the way. I have been using this deck in my private readings. I do readings for people now for fun. I don't charge people for these things. I should one day, but I'm not going to yet. We'll say that today. Knock on wood that I don't jinx myself. But as of right now, I'm not charging people for readings. I do them, and I love this deck. I'll tell you why. It's because this deck gives some interesting cards that have cool messages. You don't believe me? I'm about to show you. So that's fine. You don't have to believe me. I'm gonna show you with evidence. Here's our card. Juniper. I've never even pulled this card, so we have evidence. I'm going to be just as excited to read about this one as y'all are to learn about it because I haven't pulled this one yet. Juniper. I don't even know how many trees are in this, or trees, how many cards are in this deck. They are technically trees, so I was okay. But I don't think I pulled this one because I would remember Juniper. It's a fun word. Juniper. Juniper. It's like Jupiter, but not. All right, Juniper. For centuries, the juniper has been regarded in many cultures as one of the trees that act as gatekeepers between the mortal and spiritual worlds, keeping them apart and guarding against evil influences. It was common practice to leave gifts for local nature spirits at the base of juniper trees. Juniper berries have many uses. Their bitter flavor is an essential ingredient in gin. I knew that. I don't know how I knew that, probably from something I watched on TV at some point, but I did learn that juniper is the main ingredient in gin. I know that. They're also used in sauces and stuffings. They have powerful healing qualities too, especially for kidney and urinary problems. Okay, so what does it mean, you guys? Well, it means this. This is an excellent time to investigate any form of psychic work that you feel drawn to, provided that you are acting with the best of intentions for everyone concerned and that you ensure that you are psychically protected. Two things there, okay? So, one, intention. Let's say you want to start becoming clairvoyant, or you know you have the ability to become clairvoyant, like to actually, let's be very specific. Like, let's say that you want to be able to astral project into the room behind you and overhear the conversations of the people that are having right there. Like, you want to be able to know what's happening in that other room, right? This is all possible. These psychic powers are possible. Believe me, I know it sounds crazy, but they're possible. But they require two things. One, intent. You can't be doing this because you're trying to get information that's going to get you to get one over on someone else. That's not how this works. It has to be coming from a place of either very positive love energy, where almost like a mother wanting to think about this. A mother in another room and the baby sleeping in the room next to them. Sometimes the mother's energy can astral project, float over there and watch over the baby and know that something's wrong before, and the person's still in the room sleeping and the baby monitor hasn't shown anything, and yet somehow the mother then wakes up, knows something's wrong, and comes over because that happens. Okay, so that's the intention you need. Is the only intention that truly gives you magic is the intention of love and caring and nurturing and all that kind of stuff. Curiosity is good, but it has to come from the right place. There's curiosity, and then there's like dark curiosity. You know what I mean. There's a line. The second thing they mentioned here is psychic protection, and they say that because the moment you dabble with this other thing, there's stuff down there in this down, up, whatever. There's stuff in the other realms that can be, say, sticky and can kind of leave lingering problems. Think of it this way. Imagine there's this line in your bathtub, right? Where the water is, right? And imagine that this is the realm we're in, this air realm, the area above the bathtub water, right? But that line, that veil, is how you use psychic ability. Is that the line is the line of what we think is normal. So, like, let's say you want to do things that are not in than normal physics. Well, you have to go through that line. You have to stick your hand into the bathtub water, like in order to get access to the psychic ability. The problem is when you pull your hand back out, it's like the bathtub underneath that water is not water. It's actually like honey or molasses, and sometimes it's sticky and it can cause problems. So use psychic protection. Now, obviously, I use crystals. People just think I wear them for fun. These are psychic protections. Um, I add to them and subtract from them as they get used up, cracked, broken. Even my magic wand, which is magic, it's a selenite wand. It broke recently into two pieces, which made me very sad. But I shouldn't be sad because this is what it wanted to do, and that's okay. Um, yeah. I digress again. My point, though, is that you need psychic protection, regardless of whether you use a wand or crystals, or whether you do meditation, or whether you use a cross if you're Christian and you need to focus on that kind of belief. Whatever it is that gives you that protection to shield you. When you first dive into anything psychic, ask for protection. You see, I ask the spirits in the room to help, but before I do any of this, I ask for psychic protection over this whole realm, so that basically anybody watching this stuff doesn't come after me negatively and psychically drain me. That doesn't stop them from trying, but if I don't put up the psychic protection, when I first started doing this, I actually did notice that sometimes there's some toxic stuff out there, and it can happen. So, long video, and I'm sorry, but it's because I love these trees. And so, Juniper, you can you can start messing around with some psychic stuff today if you want to, if you think you can. But do it for the right reasons, have good intentions, and make sure you have psychic protection always. It doesn't have to be today, could be any day, but just think about that. I'm Brandon, that's one card a day. This was a long one, I know. Bye.